Welcome to Thinking Women,
the intelligent conversation show.
And this is our first anniversary show. Can you believe it, Mags?
Yeah, I know. We've had a year of sitting on these sofas, looking at what's in our inbox, and it's just been so lovely. I feel really blessed.
I know,
actually.
and thank you to everybody, all the tens and tens of thousands of you that have watched the show. It's all about you, and thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Yeah. Almost 100,000 views we've had over the last year, which has just been unbelievable.
Yeah, it brings a tear to my eye.
I know. Anyway, we've got some amazing things lined up today, haven't we?
Yeah, because it's also our Christmas show. So we've got some literally amazing singing coming up from Daisy Clark, Llewellyn Jade Eek and Bailey Tomkinson, who are all singing together our Christmas song.
Absolutely.
And we've got a fashion stylist called Emma Gordon, who's going to be talking us through what to wear over Christmas. You know, a bit of a lockdown Christmas, so a bit kind of different
We're
stuff.
We're a bit sparkly today, though, aren't we? We've managed to match. You've got your silver going, I've got my gold on.
Yeah, you've got your gold.
Yeah, very sparkly. And Chris Eden from Gidleigh Park will be here making mince pies with Lou. Michelin star chef.
Absolutely,
so that's very exciting. But first, what's been in your inbox, Lou?
Well, I just want to introduce you to something. I was getting my Christmas decorations out, and I don't know if everybody's got this, but in your family, do you have something like there's some weird decorations that maybe your auntie sent and you kind of have to bring them out?
Yes.
Well, we have in our family. So I've got this, and he's not playing ball today because he's not lighting up, but this is the one that we bring out every year. And when my boys were little, they're in their 20s now, but it used to sit in their bedroom, and one year when my younger son came down, he was like, Mum, that thing really scares me, because when he lights up, he's really quite scary. So, so I was thinking, I was asking friends about scary Christmas decorations, and we've come up with these.
Okay. Now.
What is that?
What is that? I mean, it almost looks like a potato, I don't know, wrapped in cotton wool. Who knows? So next.
Baby Jesus not looking well there.
There's Elf on the Shelf, or
but
is it
a bit
an elf?
Scary. With the right lighting, he would scare children, wouldn't he?
Actually, Elf on the Shelf is a big thing, and that's certainly something that I've seen. Do you do Elf on the Shelf? Your boys are a bit old.
With a 24-year-old and a 22-year-old? Yeah, no. Well, you must do with your girls.
No, we don't actually. No.
Oh, okay.
No, we haven't introduced them to that yet. I think I've got enough going on without the added complications.
Another person in the family.
But yeah, I mean, Elf on the Shelf's hilarious. Oh, hello.
Ooh, the eyes.
Yeah, they are something
Things with no eyes. That's scary. Yeah. Are they masks?
I think they might be masks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can scare your children with those. Oh.
Okay. Next.
Oh God, they are scaring me. So scary. There are some scary decorations around.
But what about Melania Trump, though? I mean, this is. I'm mixed feelings about this. This is the White House.
Yeah. So she did this a couple of years ago, and that was her decorations of the White House. And the poor woman got completely annihilated, because it does look like a horror film. And then this, which actually, on first look, that looks quite stylish. However. Memes akimbo. They've made them into, what was it, Handmaid's Tale?
Yes.
And so they were memes that went round. The poor woman was just absolutely...
Hopefully Mrs. Biden's got some better ideas this year for what's going on in Washington. Anyway, over to our first guest.
It's a huge pleasure to welcome Chris Eden to the Thinking Women kitchen. Chris is the head chef at the Gidleigh Park Hotel in Devon. But more importantly, he was the first chef in Cornwall who lives in Cornwall to get a Michelin star. Amazing. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you very much.
It's a huge pleasure to have you here. So excited. What are you going to cook for us, first of all?
So it's a little family favourite of ours. We're going to make pasty mince pies.
Oh, blimey. So very Christmassy.
Very Christmassy.
Perfect choice.
Yeah.
Mince pies, pasty. Now, is that going to freak the pasty aficionados out? Because that's messing with Cornish tradition, is it not?
Well, I don't know. Like literally for us, we love doing it at home, and you know, I'm Cornish, so it's our little spin and our little twist, and we love doing it. So I thought I'd run through it and see how you guys like it here.
Brilliant. And is this something everybody can make at home?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, literally, I'm going to take you through now, but I mean, you know, shop bought pastry, or you can get pastry that's already been rolled out.
And is that okay? I need to interrupt
it's
already.
fine. No,
because I cannot make pastry. The fear of making pastry is huge in my life. So
no, it's absolutely fine. So you know, whatever works for you. I mean, at Christmas time, everyone's stressed, everyone's got loads of things to do. So you've got to be happy doing whatever you want to do. And this is just a bit of fun. Everyone's got mince pies, everyone wants to make mince pies. So all I'm going to do is just a bit of flour on the board, and then we're just going to roll this out. And I don't want it to be too thick. I want it to be, you know, a couple of mils at least, you know, a couple of millimeters, you know, what you would normally roll it out to. And then all we do is put some in the middle of it, cut some discs, and then crimp them up like you would do with a normal pasty. And that's it, really. It's kind of
important Cornish question.
Yeah.
What type of pastry is it?
So this is a sweet pastry. So this isn't what you would make like a short crust, or how you would normally make it like a rough puff, or how you would normally make it. So this is like a little sweet pastry because it's a dessert. You know. We would make mince pies from, you know, like a sweet pastry. Yeah. So it's exactly the same, basically. There's no difference. Okay. So we'll just roll this out.
Now, as you're getting going on that, I've got a couple of questions we're dying to ask you. So we mentioned in the introduction about getting your Michelin star. That's a huge deal. So you're born in Cornwall, brought up in Cornwall, got your Michelin star in a Cornish restaurant.
Yeah.
So you must be so
Yeah, I kind of like, I think it's kind of like, it isn't something that you consciously always think about, because I think the first and foremost thing is I love what I do. I genuinely love cooking and love what I do. So, you know, that's the most important thing to me. And we cook good food and we cook the things that we love to eat. And it represents, you know, the kind of the county that we love and we work within. So, you know, we use as many local suppliers as we can do. All the fish, all the meat, all the vegetables will get locally grown to us. So I think that's the most important thing for me. And then off the back of that, then yes, you do win accolades, but that's because you love what you do and you enjoy it. And I think for me, that's the most important thing.
Best thing in life.
Yeah.
Getting paid and getting accolades for loving what you do. So where did this start? So with most people, I would imagine it's either at home with your parents, learning to cook, or somebody at school. Was it either of those?
No, exactly. Yeah, kind of. Like, I grew up like my nan and granddad used to have a little small holding around the corner from where we used to live in Tregrain. My mum was obviously like a little adventurous cook as well. My dad was like a caterer, so he used to do like fast food, like Glastonbury's and Womads and all that kind of stuff. So he kind of like he was that. My brother's a butcher, so kind of it was just.
There's a link in there, isn't there? Kind of tenuous link. But
So I think like we're just surrounded by food, and I think when you kind of make a lasagna and kind of you sit around a table and everyone smiles and happy, that's what ignited my love for it. Really, it was kind of like if you can do something that you love and make people happy, you kind of win-win situation. Yeah. So I was kind of I was very lucky at a very young early age. I knew what I wanted to do, and that's my little path, and I was never going to do anything else.
Yeah, brilliant. And I bet your kids are the best fed kids in the whole of the Southwest, aren't they? I bet they love it. I bet they love Dad. Or don't they? Maybe they're like, Dad, I really want a pot noodle. Yeah. Don't make me that fancy stuff.
We eat really simply at home, like what we would have when we were kids and that kind of stuff. My eldest now, Lucas, he's getting to about 8 now, and he's getting a lot more adventurous. Like he's eating spinach and broccoli and little things like that. And he's my worst critic as well, because he'll say, "Oh, Dad, it needs more salt or it needs more pepper," and I'm kind of like exactly. Yeah, he's kind of like
professional.
He's getting hard work now. But you know, my youngest Joshua, he just slaps everything up. He loves it. So no, it's kind of, I'm kind of like it's good. Home's good, and I enjoy it.
Oh, brilliant. So take me through going from. So I know you're at the Driftwood for a long time, and that's where you got your star, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you were there.
Yeah.
Now you're at the world famous Gidleigh Park. Time to go there if anybody's, if there's any free rooms. It's an amazing place, isn't it?
It's a very special place.
How did that happen?
It was just literally like they said, would I be interested in a cup of coffee and having a catch up? And
mysterious cup of coffee.
Yeah, so that was it really. It's always been on my radars as a place to want to go or something like that. Anyway, because when I first met my wife Sam, that was the first place we went for a date.
Oh.
And when I was going to leave Cornwall to go and work in London, I spent 3 days at Gidleigh Park when Michael Caine was there, and he was really kind to me and offered me a job, but I kind of felt that I needed to leave Cornwall. I needed to go and kind of go away. and I went to London for 8 years. And then, so it's, I came back to the Driftwood and we had a fantastic time. I loved my time there, but, an opportunity came to kind of go to Gidleigh Park, and it just felt right, and it was something that I wanted to do, and the rest is history now.
And you love it there?
I just love it, yeah,
It's
very
in Devon.
lucky. I know.
Are you putting your cream and your jam on the wrong way around now? And crimping your pasties the wrong way. I'm going to be seeing where you crimp your pasty.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you can watch, but yeah, no, kind of like I'm still me. I'm still who I am, and I still love being Cornish. The opportunity came to go to Devon to go to Gidleigh Park, and I took it.
It's only just in Devon.
Exactly.
Just only. So where are you now? Let's just interject. What are you doing now?
So basically, all I've done, a little spoonful of minced meat inside the pastry, and then all we'll do now is we'll kind of pinch.
Any special mincemeat? Or
no, like literally you can make your own. Yeah, make your own, whatever you can afford. It's you've got to do whatever you can do to make it right for you. So this is a shop bought one. You can make your own, and I know people do. So we'll just kind of pinch it together, and then what we'll do now is we'll kind of crimp it. So I'm left-handed, so I kind of do crimp a little bit different to
look at that.
Other people.
Look at that crimping go.
So we just kind of pinch them
I
around.
wouldn't actually be able to do that. I actually.
So it's kind of.
Oh, look at that.
Little baby.
Crimping on the side. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I can't remember. Crimping on the side. That's Cornish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's crimping down the middle that's not Cornish, is it?
Well, yeah, but if you go up into the clay tips like Stenalees and people like that, they do crimp on the top. And I think when you go back to, the pasties from the miners' days, everyone used to have a different crimp. Everyone used to put them in different tea towels, and everyone had their own way of showing the wives would make them at home and give them to the miners, and it would come down in little baskets, and everyone would know their pasties by the crimp and by the towels that they were in, so everyone knew which pasty there was. So
like a family seal of.
So exactly, yeah. So people, so traditionally for us, we always put leeks in our pasty because that's what my nan and granddad used to do, because that's what they used to have on their small holding. Yeah. So everyone has their own, it's a leaky pasty for us, but but people might go, oh no, you can't put leeks in the pasty, but we do, and that's because that's what I know. So
what about that? Is this a myth? Because I'm not from Cornwall, so it's good to have a bit of Cornish history, even though I've lived here for 20 years. But is it true that they used to have, the miners would have one end would be the sweet pasty, like the dessert, and one end would be the savoury? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. Okay. So what you do, you used to put a little piece of stale bread in between both of them, just soak up all the juices from each side. But one used to be savoury and one used to be sweet. And the crimp around the outside of it, that's what they used to throw in the bin. We know it as the best part now, but they used to throw that in the bin.
Because they would have held it with their dirty...
arsenic fingers, yeah. So basically that would go in the bin.
Arsenic fingers. Mm.
Well, because you'd be down in the mines and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and you don't know what would be there.
Poisonous stuff.
So they were working in some terrible conditions, and kind of like that's the story.
Oh, blimey. Well, you learn something on Thinking Women every month. I've learned something.
Yeah.
So what's happening now? So you're just crimping them up.
So yeah, just pinch the pastry together, and then all we'll do then is just kind of, you crimp them. You just turn your finger, and kind of is a little bit harder because they are a little bit smaller. I don't really
man-sized fingers there.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't want to be too judged on my crimping, but it's a bit of fun.
Oh, they look good. I can't wait to get them in the oven and start smelling them. It's only about 11 o'clock in the morning here. We'll all be like starving for them, won't we? I'm actually just looking at them going, I had my breakfast quite recently, but they look really good. So tell me about when you went to London. Did you feel it was important for your career to go there and learn what you learned, presumably?
Yeah, literally kind of like, you go back 25 years, I was pretty lucky. I worked with a chef called Kevin Viner in Cornwall at that time, and he was the only guy that had a Michelin star, and I kind of got the bug for it, that's what I wanted to do. So London is obviously a bit more of a kind of bigger place to go, and also as well, you're kind of 17, 18, what do you want to do? You want to go and have fun, don't you?
I was thinking, good times.
Yeah, so like literally, so that was my kind of, my reasoning behind it is the fact that, that was me kind of wanting to go away, seeing the big lights and having some fun and seeing what was possible, really.
And was it the rock and roll years. You know, I'm thinking of Marco Pierre White and all those stories, and the Anthony Bourdains and all those rock and roll chefs where they stayed up all night and partied and was it? Have you got any stories?
I can't possibly say. No,
The
I think
circle of chef silence.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can't say too much, but it was. You know what? I wouldn't be where I was. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't go to London. I'm pretty confident in that. But I loved my time up there. I met some great, amazing people. I worked for some fantastic chefs, and 8 years went pretty quick. But I knew I wanted to come back.
Yeah.
And the time came, and I had a great opportunity to come back to the Driftwood, and kind of start the almost like the second journey in my life.
And what's important is at Gidleigh Park. Am I right in thinking you've got a garden there that you can get fresh produce from? That's obviously important to you, that you can in that environment. That's what you're going to get, and that's what you'll be able to give to your to your clients.
Yeah, exactly. So we're extremely lucky. I've got my own gardener. So I've got a guy.
Darling.
Yeah, so I've kind of got my own guy that comes to me every day. We talk about produce, what we're going to eat, what we want to eat, what we want to put on the restaurant menu, what has he got coming through. So every day we kind of spend about half an hour just catching up, going around the garden, seeing what's what, seeing what's going to be happening. And our menus are kind of dictated by him. Obviously, the summer months are really kind of plentiful, and we've got the raspberries and the strawberries and leeks, and there's just so much stuff that comes through from the garden that we do a salad, and there's normally about 40 different things on there.
Oh, wow.
So kind of like that, we're extremely lucky to have that. But it's a fantastic place. It's set in 104 acres. Beautiful people to work with. Huge kitchen. I'm extremely lucky. It's good.
That sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. But fresh produce, local produce.
Yeah.
And how do you put your special spin on it? What's the Chris Eden spin, would you say? What's the difference?
I don't know. Lots of different things mean different things to me. So, there is, my wife is part Greek, so, we do a lamb dish that's going to get spit roasted over coals. And that reminds me of going to Corfu and and having our wedding out in Corfu as well. There's always a little nod to Cornwall with a thunder and lightning dessert. There's just, you dream of food, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and you're passionate about it. So you put it out there, you see what the client does. We test it rigorously within the kitchen, and once we're happy with it, then we put it out there. But it's you dream, you get inspired by different things, different seasons. So yeah, you just kind of put your heart on the sleeve on a plate and love what you do, and fingers crossed it all kind of works.
Yeah, well, they do. People love it. They do. So what's happening now? We're nearly there, are we?
Yeah, so what we've done now, we've crimped our pasties. It's all in there, and then what we'll do is just give it a little bit of an egg wash.
Get it all nice and shiny. I have to ask you, is there anything that you hate cooking? Is there anything you don't like to make?
I'm pretty good, but I can't stand mint. That's my thing, literally, I just don't.
Does anybody like mince? Really? Just mint? Because I come from the north, and mince, we don't call it mince and potatoes. In the north, they call it mince and taters. Right. So it's basically mince with onions, a bit grey, with mashed potatoes, a bit lumpy on the side. Okay. All our northern viewers are about to be offended by that, I know, but I do understand. But you can shush mince up a bit, maybe.
Yeah, no, we do, you can do, yeah. But I just that's my little... not a fan.
So no mince at Gidleigh Park?
No.
No. Good. And have you got a fave? Have you got an absolute all-time fave that you just could eat? Like if you were sitting down, either you cooked it yourself, or probably even better, somebody else cooked it for you, and you were sitting down to it, what would you be like, come on?
I don't know, anything simple. I literally anything simple, really.
Simple, that's interesting,
literally. So we, as a family, always sit around the table and have something really lovely together. But it's very simple. It's not messed around with or anything like that. Me and Sam might eat differently in the evening time, but with the kids, it's spaghetti bolognese or nachos, or just some family favourites that we all can sit around and have some fun with and enjoy it, and catch up and talk about school and work and what's been happening and all that kind of stuff.
It's the social family. It's the social thing about eating, isn't it? Yeah, brilliant. So they are going in the oven now?
Yeah, so basically preheated the oven. It's about 180, 190 degrees, and we'll put these in there for probably about 15 minutes.
Ooh. Need to clean your oven out. The Thinking Women oven needs a clean.
got me, yeah. So it's about 180, 190, and then we'll put them in there for about 10, 15 minutes, have a little look at them, see where we are, and then as they come out, we'll sprinkle some sugar over the top of them, and that's it, mince pie pasty's done.
Back in 10, 15 minutes to taste them. Ping! I think it's time up.
Yeah. So,
are they ready?
Yeah. So I think they've had about 15 minutes now, about at 180, okay, so we'll just pull these out.
Oh, smelling good.
It smells lovely and Christmassy, okay?
Oh, yeah, it does smell
So we'll pull these out, and then all we do now is
make it even more Christmassy.
bit of sugar on top.
That's not icing sugar, is it? It's
no.
sugar.
This is just caster sugar. Yeah. So.
Caster sugar.
Yeah. So we'll just put some caster sugar on top of it. Okay.
Lovely.
That's it. And then basically, job done.
Eat. Can I try one?
Of course you can.
You can have one.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's go for it. Right.
Okay.
I'm going to have that one.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Oh, they're
It
quite
will
hot,
be, I was going to say they'll be quite hot, but.
Okay. Here we go. I'll take a little. Oh yeah. The sugary on top as well makes it actually brings out the flavour of the mincemeat, doesn't it?
No, literally, yeah. So I think they're a family favourite in our house, and somebody gets these to go at home. They're really cool.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, that's amazing, Chris. So great to talk to you.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute
Brilliant history of Cornish food as well there, which is fantastic. And good luck opening for Christmas. Presumably Gidleigh Park's fully open for Christmas.
Yeah, we're open for Christmas and New Year, January, February. Yeah, so we'll be back open very soon.
Well, work hard and play hard.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
So next up is the first of our Thinking Women experts. We've got fashion stylist Emma Gordon, who's going to talk us through what to wear on Christmas Day.
Hello, I'm stylist Emma Gordon, and I'm delighted to be bringing you some styling ideas for Christmas Day dressing. With Christmas Day being a more low-key affair for all of us this year, I'd love to give you some styling which will hopefully be of some inspiration to what you can wear for the big day. I firmly believe if you enjoy what you're wearing, it puts a spring in your step. So we shouldn't hold back looking forward to a bit of glam this year. But I want you to get the balance right between enjoying getting dressed up, but not feeling too OTT. And for me, mixing glitzy fabrics like sequins and making it more casual with wool like this roll neck is a look which is really wearable for this Christmas Day. So my first outfit for Christmas Day dressing is what I'm wearing. These are Primark high gloss pleather trousers, and as you can see, I've teamed it with this beautiful red and white Christmassy checked blazer from Stradivarius. I particularly like the gold button detailing too. Now on purpose, I wanted the look to be more feminine and more relaxed. So I've added this lovely blouse with frilly collar and cuff detailing. This is by Samso & Samso, and I bought it from a gorgeous boutique local to me called Pom. Collar and cuff detailing is really on point this season and gives real femininity to a look. If you're not in charge of making the gravy this Christmas and not in fear of any spillages, why don't you choose winter whites? I love this jumper from Primark with its gorgeous glittery details and this beautiful floaty asymmetric skirt. I teamed this look with a pair of ankle boots. Any colour will do, but I've had these gold ankle boots in my wardrobe for a while and I think perfect with this look. Who doesn't love sequins for New Year and Christmas, and this year should be no exception. These beautiful sequin trousers are from Zara, and as you can see, I've teamed it with the same blouse as before. But I've wrapped around this gorgeous knit, also from Zara, which is a roll neck, and I'll pop it on and show you how that looks with these sequin trousers. I love the idea of teaming very casual jumpers with something much more sparkly and glitzy to give it a much more low-key feel, but still feeling dressed up for an event. So as you can see, I've pulled out the cuff detailing. It looks really pretty with a roll neck like this, and you can tuck your hair into a roll neck if you've got long hair, which is very on trend at the moment. For me, it's all about accessories when you're putting an outfit together. I think they complete a look and make you look pulled together. So I'm adding this lovely gold and black detailing belt, which I bought from Stradivarius. And I'm doing this because I want to pull in my waist to give me a more flattering silhouette. If you're making lots of online calls over Christmas to family and friends, you might want to think about what you're wearing on your top half to give a really Christmassy feel to your look. I've been really missing wearing hats for events recently, so why not take the opportunity, if you have too, to wear headpieces or a hat on Christmas Day. I've been lent this beautiful headband by milliner Saha Fremantle, and if you can see, it's got the most gorgeous lace detailing over the top. I love how it creates real drama and fun to a lovely Christmassy look. Of course, if hats or headbands aren't your thing, but you still want to create a little something extra for your look, how about adding brooches? I've been doing this a lot recently on my blazers and jackets, but of course you can add them to jumpers and blouses too, just to add a touch of sparkle. This is an old vintage one I've had from years and get a lot of use out of, but I recently bought these two cute little arrow and stars from Iris Fashion, and I'll double them up on my jumper as well. If you love sparkle in your looks but don't want to go all out and wear sequin, how about looking for pieces with metallic thread in the weave? This is a great little jacket here from Primark, and it's got a really classic feel to it. I'd love this teamed with a pair of floaty trousers, which would be really comfortable and elegant. Or how about this skirt here from Iris Fashion in winter florals? It's got gorgeous pops of gold thread throughout, and it's a really useful piece. I'd team this with a pair of chunky boots, even biker boots, add a relaxed fitted knit, or I'd even add a riot of colour with something like this here from Oliver Bonus. I often get asked what one piece of clothing I'd add to my wardrobe just to tie looks together. Now, if you're looking for something for a wardrobe staple this time of year, velvet is big news this season. I love the luxe feel of the fabric, and for me, there's something really quite nostalgic about velvet, old school party dresses. But velvet blazers are very chic and versatile, and there's lots to choose from on the high street at the moment, especially in rich tones like greens and reds, which really feel wonderful this time of year. I've had this one here for many years, and I wear it with jeans and tailored trousers and skirts. And I've used it here with this beautiful tulle skirt from Primark. And as you can see, I've tied it in the waist with a belt, just to give it a more tailored feel. I love this look here with a pair of chunky boots too. One of the easiest ways to add colour into your looks is through accessories. And I've done this here with these orange coloured cords. I've had these in my wardrobe for ages, and it's such a lovely way to lift a look, but also make a look less serious by lifting it with colour. Another way of injecting colour into your wardrobe is by using beautiful scarves, just like this one from Alison Vanderland. And I love the Swarovski crystal detailing on the edging. If you've got lots of online calls over Christmas to family and friends, what you're wearing on your top half is quite important to create a really Christmassy or uplifting feel. So things like coloured scarves like this or statement earrings are really useful pieces. Finally, if you're looking to just add a bit of something to one of your favourite looks, how about branching out with your makeup? I absolutely love this Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow by Stila. This one's in colour Kitten, and I love how it brightens my eyes and makes them sparkle. I do hope my tips for Christmas Day dressing have been useful, whether you choose all-out glam or something a little more casual. The most important part is you enjoy what you're wearing. All that's left for me to say is to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a healthy and happy New Year.
So what's your favourite Christmas song? There's so many, and Last Christmas for me is one of my favourites. And we're so lucky to have 3 fabulous singers in the studio today to sing their rendition of that.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? When it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I'll let you fool me again. 'Cause last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. A crowded room and friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul-up eyes. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Face on the wall with a fire in his heart. Man undercover, but you told me I'd cry. Now I found a real love, you'll never fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special. 'Cause last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I gave it to someone special.
How amazing was that?
yeah.
Oh my goodness, girls, thank you so much.
Potential Christmas #1.
I think
Who knows?
so. I think so. You saw it here first and heard it here first. So it's been an amazing year. So we thought we'd have a look back at the best bits. But first, I want to ask you, what have your best bits been this
Well,
year, Mag?
we had a bit of a candle theme, didn't we? So we had the Gwyneth candle, then the McDonald's candle, and the Apple Mac candle. And I sort of got a bit of a thing then that I was looking for the most crazy, wacky candle that I could possibly find. So that was fun. And also, I think interviewing the pensions ploughman, Henry Tapper, I really enjoyed that. And also, because after that, we got loads of questions.
Yeah.
About pensions, and that really did help
Yeah.
some people.
Well,
So
similarly with
that
me, and
great.
it was a more serious interview, but Chloe Brotheridge, very famous Chloe Brotheridge, who's written lots of books about hypnotherapy. She was amazing because she was had really helpful hints about how to get through COVID and going out. So I love talking to her. She's lovely.
It's just been great. I think for me, it's been lovely just to see us reach out and bring some really intelligent conversation to you guys. So,
and then having your brows done.
and having my brows done with
Kira,
Kira. That was
good.
classic. Absolutely. Anyway, here's some of our best bits. Welcome to Thinking Women.
Welcome to Thinking Women.
Welcome to Thinking Women.
The Intelligent Conversation Show.
And we're back!
We're back! We're so excited to be back in the studio, Mags! I just want everybody to have a look at this picture right now.
Inflatable trousers.
And the candle is called Smells Like My Vagina. Okay. So the orange modernises.
And again, not just modernising it, but still
I'll do
in
catwalk.
keeping with your style. I think that's the really important thing. Like,
Well, look at me, washed up, 58, yeah? Mental faculties impaired, physical faculties waning. Will I be able to work much longer? Doubtful.
If anybody out there surfs and you've had that experience, then you'll know exactly what we mean. So, I don't know.
It looks like their testicles have fallen down to their
Lou?
Yeah, I think there's been anxiety about being in lockdown and the changes to routines, and now that we're coming out of it, there's this, fears, understandably, of going out into the world again, exposing ourselves to the virus again, and a lot of people are saying that anxiety levels are at an all-time high.
So we've got the wonderful Ciara Latham-Byrne from No. 3 Lash and Brow Bar in Truro, who's going to be doing Mags's brows. Now Mags hasn't taken notice of the last 5 to 10 years and has never had her brows done. So this is great. So she's a brow virgin, aren't you?
I am.
Well, guess what? McDonald's, I think, have topped it on the smelly scale with this candle, which it's not one candle, it's 6.
A box set.
A box set. It's 6 candles. The quarter pounder scented candle.
Unbelievable.
6. Each individual smell. So get this. One's the bun, one's ketchup, one's pickle, one's cheese. One candle smells of onion. And finally, the pièce de résistance is the 100% fresh beef candle.
So I was working part-time in a different MP's office, but all around school hours because I've got a 5-year-old.
I think we have a lot more pressures these days as women to actually match what we're seeing on social media.
We go from one healthy state, a fertile state, and then we pass through menopause and we get to an even better state, a state of freedom, a state of joy, and a state of, it's a slightly different balance with the hormones, but it's creativity and becoming ourselves.
So what an amazing show. It's been so lovely to look back at all those amazing memories from this year.
I know.
And 2021 is going to be pretty good as well.
Well, we're all exciting 2021. We've got a regular team of experts coming on the show, and we've got a new website that we're launching called Thinking Women's Collective. So absolutely, so exciting,
Yeah,
so exciting. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Uh,
Happy birthday